Let's actually go and type in logarithm negative 10 in the Google's calculator, and this is what we get. Now let's go and turn log negative 10 into an equation. I'm going to write x is equal to log of negative 10. So, and then we'll have some options. Let's go and see all the options. Solve for x. Mathway would say the logarithm of negative number is undefined. Well, Symbol Lab will give almost no information. Okay. But if we go to mathforyou.net, we'll see that actually there is an answer to the equation. Also, let's go back in here. Now, if I go and remove this x from the equation, you see that, well, there is a value for it, okay? But as you see, this is a real part and this is the imaginary part. There is I. So let's go and see if we can get this value ourselves. Now let's see why log negative 10 is equal to this expression. I hope you remember logarithm rules. We had log AB is equal to log A plus log B. Okay, so let's just write negative 10 as negative 10 multiplied by 1. So by using this formula, we're going to have this as log 10 plus log negative 1. And log 10 is equals to 1, so the expression really becomes 1 plus log negative 1. Okay? Let's write it here. 1 plus log of negative 1. Now, this negative 1 is a real number, and we need to take it to the complex world. To do that, we're going to use this Euler's formula. Okay? So I'm not going to prove it. You could look it up. Okay, here we're going to accept it as a fact. Now, if this right-hand side is equal to negative 1, okay, then we could take this part and replace it by this negative 1 over here. So I'm going to write pi here, here, and here. Remember, you cannot use degrees with Euler's formula. You need to use radians, okay? So we're going to have it like this. The right-hand side will be cosine pi is negative 1 plus I times sine pi is 0. Okay, so this is also known as Euler's identity. Just one thing, here instead of pi, we could have also written 3 pi or 5 pi, or we could have written negative pi. Okay, all of these will produce new values for log negative 10. So how many of them do we have? Infinite values for log negative 10. So now let's go and replace that. Okay, 1 plus log of e to the power of I pi. So we know that this exponent can jump down over here. Okay, let's just do that. Okay. So now let's just compare these two values. 1 is equal to 1. And now if pi times log e is the same as this number, then we have the right answer. Let's go and check. Now let's go and check. I'm going to write logarithm e multiplied by pi. Will it give the same number? Bingo. Well, that's exactly the same number. Okay, but I have something even more interesting to say. Now actually something more interesting. If log negative 10 is this, okay, and we know base of log is 10. So if I write 10 to power of this weird number, 1 plus pi log e times I, if I write it like this, and I give this to a calculator, does that mean I'm really going to get negative 10? So let's go and check this. Okay, now let's just try this number on this calculator. So I'm going to go right here, 10 to power of, I'm going to paste the number. So as you see, this is negative 10. Okay, so it's really working. So remember I told you 3 pi would give the same value. So if I add a 3 over here, so the solution must not change. But if I give a different value, it must change. So I'm going to go like 3.5. Okay, it's going to get 3.59. So when I do it like this, you see that it's completely different. So if I write negative pi, we're supposed to get the same value. So I'm going to go press here. Again, negative 10. If I add negative 3, it's going to be the same thing. But if I write negative 2, you would see that is positive 10. Okay, if I go negative 20, so it should be positive 10. Negative 21, negative 10. Again, I'm going to go write a different weird number. So then you see that it is different. So it actually works all the way. So I hope you found this video interesting, and I'll see you in my next video.